AIDS-ridden Charlie Sheen busted in sick act after begging for Trump to die. His life is over. Charlie Sheen, the former Two and a Half Men star and HIV-positive Hollywood train wreck, has been accused of raping the late Corey Haim when he was just a young teenager. This allegedly happened while filming the movie Lucas while Sheen was 19 and his alleged child boy toy was only 13 years old. This information comes from former actor Dominick Brascia, who suggests that Haim informed him of this potential crime happening before Haim passed away. Haim passed away from pneumonia after spending a portion of his life using drugs. He was only 38 years old, and people wonder if the Charlie Sheen incident is what pushed him into a life of drug abuse and searching for something to take away the internal pain he may have been suffering. Via the Daily Mail, Charlie Sheen is being accused of sodomizing a then 13-year-old Corey Haim on the set of the movie Lucas. According to the National Enquirer, a now deceased Haim had told others about how he was allegedly raped as a minor by Sheen, who was 19 at the time, while filming the 1986 movie. Former actor Dominick Brascia claims Haim disclosed to him what happened between him and Sheen. Brascia went on the record about what he says Haim told him before he died in 2010 at 38 years old. "Haim told me he had sex with Sheen when they filmed Lucas," Brascia told the Enquirer. "He told me they smoked pot and had sex. He said they had anal sex." Haim said after it happened Sheen became very cold and rejected him. When Corey wanted to fool around again, Charlie was not interested. Meanwhile, on Wednesday, Sheen emerged from his parents Martin and Janet Sheen's home looking defiant while smoking a cigarette in the face of the bombshell allegations against him. By the afternoon, Sheen released a statement through his representatives to The Hollywood Reporter saying Charlie Sheen categorically denies these allegations. The magazine also says that Lost Boys actor's closest friend, Corey Feldman, alluded to the alleged incident in his book Choreography, a memoir. At some point during the filming of Lucas, Haim explained an adult male convinced him it was perfectly normal for older men and younger boys in the business to have sexual relations, that it was what all guys do, Feldman wrote. So they walked off to a secluded area between two trailers during a lunch break for the cast and crew, continued Feldman, and Haim, innocent and ambitious as he was, allowed himself to be sodomized. Feldman never named Sheen as the man in the incident. In 2011, according to the Enquirer, when Feldman was asked about Sheen, he said, "I'm not a huge fan of Charlie Sheen. Especially the way he's affected other people that I know." Tellingly, Feldman also said Haim fought for his entire life to recover from those early experiences and to get his life together. And, just last week, on the Today Show, Feldman said a report coming from the National Enquirer was to be expected. Other people who are still unnamed have supported Brascia's claim, but they should identify themselves if they wish to give this claim any merit. Calling out the suspect but not being willing to name yourself as the accuser only goes so far. If Brascia is brave enough to call out Sheen, then there's no reason the others can't too. If this accusation is true, then 19-year-old Charlie Sheen was peddling drugs and gay sex onto then 13-year-old Corey Haim, but there's likely no way to prove this ever happened since it's all a matter of he say since Haim has passed away. Charlie Sheen would have to admit to this for readers to have 100% truth. As of now, it's merely an accusation, although it's fairly easy to believe this happened as Corey Feldman has hinted at all sorts of sick wrongdoings from back in his younger years. Here's Feldman on the Today Show where he spoke of the report the Enquirer did on Haim. Another insider alleges that Corey was so confused by the sexual encounter he believed, like so many victims, he was in love with his abuser, adding that the actor bullied the young teen actor into a vulnerable position for sex. An article on Radar Online suggests Sheen spent time between the sheets with men, women, and transgenders, all of which may have been exposed to Sheen's HIV. Many of them also reportedly received payouts as hush money. Indeed, as Radar reported, Sheen secretly bedded men, women, and transsexuals for years, and many of those partners would later receive multi-million-dollar payoffs, a high-powered attorney told Radar, since Sheen had exposed them to HIV during their romps. He was even caught performing oral sex on a man, in an 30-rated video clip obtained by Radar. Not that I want to see it, but I'd have to see it to believe it. I suppose people can search Google for that and get back to us. When it comes to the sources, we should really know who this insider really is. I believe Brascia's telling the truth because he has nothing to lose and likely won't gain anything from this. If Corey Feldman backs him up, then that's a big foot on Sheen's overly gay neck. I cannot stress how important it is to know who that insider source of information is. There's nothing to lose at this point and the cat is very much out, or in, the bag. Can you imagine Charlie Sheen trying to hook up with a young boy? What else does Brascia have to tell us? Brascia added that Haim told him he later had consensual sex with the Wall Street star while in his mid to late 20s. Haim told me he had sex with Sheen again, Brascia said, adding he claimed he didn't like it and was finally over Sheen. He said Charlie was a loser. According to the report, the Inquirer says they spoke with dozens of sources who say Haim told them about his alleged abuse at Sheen's hands before he died of pneumonia in 2010. If this was someone other than Charlie Sheen, then it would be hard to swallow. However, since it's based on Charlie Sheen and that guy is like a walking trash can filled with sex Trump stories and diseases, then it's easy to believe Sheen penetrated Haim in the most abusive and manipulating way possible. If this is true, then Sheen has built himself an empire of shame. Also, remember, Sheen wished Trump would die right after actress Debbie Reynolds did. Reynolds was actress Carrie Fisher's mother. Fisher died one day before her mother. Via the Washington Times. Actor Charlie Sheen is under fire for a tweet wishing death upon President-elect Donald Trump. His tweet, which read, "Dear God, Trump next, please. 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 Trump next, please," punctuated with a middle finger emoji, was posted just hours after it was announced that actress Debbie Reynolds had passed away, just one day after the death of her daughter, actress Carrie Fisher. With all of the sick rape and pedophilia news coming out of liberal Hollywood, it's not hard to believe the accusations being leveled against Sheen. Hollywood and Democrats work hand in hand to destroy our nation, to smear President Trump and his agenda to make America great again, and they are always virtue signaling how we should live our lives. Now we are finding out just how sick they really are. Expect more liberal dominoes to fall, soon.